What up, y'all? I appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, shout out to Lord Bruvian, Sir Bruvian, whatever his name is, Eli. A couple of fools. Go check him out. Go check out his channel. He doesn't need doesn't need my help, obviously. I need his help. But he's blowing up the spot. Reason why, because he's consistently putting out stuff. And I think he's a lot smarter than these donkey unicorns and ponies realize. Like Forge, Reforge. Smarter than him. I mean, he sits there and he's like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he says all the things he says. And he sounds intelligent. But at the end of the day, either he's playing stupid or he really is stupid. Whatever. Point is, he's looking dumb right now. But Sir Bruvian, shout out to you. And once again, some other knuckleheads come out of the woodwork. They weren't really in the woodwork, but they come out to try to diminish his character, let's just say. The only thing that they're doing, obviously, is they're adding fuel to the fire. They're giving him more content, which is, I mean, it's content for them to talk about him, but then he's going to go back and he's going to listen to it like he did Reforge, and he's going to chop it up into little pieces and make pate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it was on Gaz's show, and he had what's his face? The dummy. It was Fonz was there because I heard his voice. Like, yo, that's Fonz. Why is Fonz doing that? Because I thought Fonz was neutral, but no, Fonz is a closet pony. And King Thrash, that's the other knucklehead that was there. And they're both, I mean, like, I had no opinion about Fonz, but now he's coming out. I don't know why he's coming out like this. And the thing is, it's like, oh, he's a grifter. That's what they're kind of saying. He's a grifter. They're looking at his play time. Oh, man, he's not playing no games or whatever. And I watched Fertanga's video, right? And Fertanga is the gem. He comes through and he slaps these ponies through the internet, and I appreciate him. And so he's like, no, that's not it. Look at what he's playing. He's playing a bunch of PlayStation VR games, VR2, I believe. You know, and he's playing a bunch of Xbox games. Plenty of things he's playing, and he has a family and a job, I will assume. So King Thrash tries to be volcanoing all the time, but he can't because he just doesn't have the mental fortitude to do so. But that's fine. But for Fonz, I'd heard that he was kind of like I guess lean PlayStation way, but not really. But he's kind of critical of the whole console warring thing. But them calling Sir Bruvian a grifter is showing that they're not thinking. The way that I see it, Sir Bruv, once again, props, is, I don't know if he's doing this on purpose or he's genuinely enjoying, well, I believe he's genuinely enjoying his Xbox experience, but at the same time, I think he's playing it up so that he can basically play both sides, because he sees that there's a war going on, right? And I think initially he just wanted to do like I want to do one of these videos to see how it does or whatever, right? You know, oh, I was wrong about Xbox, right? And see like the reaction, basically. He was testing the waters. He did it. Boom. He sees all the insecure donkey unicorns and ponies come out. Oh my gosh, he's a fraud. He's a fake, blah, 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 right? Proving, you know, like kind of giving him the data in his experiment to say, oh, this is easy. All I got to do is say good stuff about Xbox. He's not even saying bad things about PlayStation. He's just saying good stuff about Xbox. And these ponies and donkey unicorns are losing their shizzles. Excuse me. And so I'm like, he's a genius. Not a genius, but he's playing the ponies and the donkey unicorns. Is he playing us? That's what Thrash and Fonz were like, oh, he's just watch. He's gonna come around there, he's gonna flip again, blah, blah. I'm like, the fact that he's getting this response, this reaction from the PlayStation side is proving some things. It's proving how the communities kind of react. Like, if there was an Xbox guy that said, I'm done with Xbox, let me just go over to PlayStation. He didn't even do it like that. He didn't say, oh, PlayStation sucks, I'm going to go to Xbox. He didn't even do that. His wife bought him an Xbox. He got in. He was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he checked in and it's like, boom. Oh, this is great. That's all. Nothing bad about PlayStation. He just added to his video game repertoire. And so I could use Tim Dog, but he's a jilted lover, basically. He got hurt real bad. Phil hurt him real bad, broke his heart. So he hates Xbox and loves PlayStation. But if you notice, like us Xbox people, us Xbots, Xbox players, Xbox fans, whatever you want to call us, we're not over here like, oh my gosh, Tim Dog is this. We're talking about Tim Dog because he's crying about Xbox. And I was like, why don't you just go and praise PlayStation and then call it a day? I mean, why you spending energy talking about the lover that don't love you? Move on. I mean, some people they're not mature enough to move on, so they harp on the past and all these things. I mean, in my younger days, I used to do that. I used to waste my time and life force on things you can't control, the past, basically. And so now it's like, all right, what's next? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Sir Bruvian, and I'm like, yo, he is perfectly playing these fools. He's saying all these things, and he's baiting them to say stupid stuff, which they are, and he's using that for extra fuel on. Let me pour some more of that on the fire. Boosh. I know he's gonna do a video about Fonz and Thrash. I know he is, and I want to watch that one too. I hope he's almost at 10,000 subs. I don't know what he started at and beginning all this, but he's gained that. I subbed. I was like, yeah, let's go. He's good. Like many people say, he needs a camera and a mic, but just give him a chance. That's not the worst thing, and he'll get there. It's fine. Or just shoot in a room that doesn't, like, I'm in the car, but I have a mic here. This is what he needs. One of these. Plug it in, boom, good to go. Get the cordless one too. That's cool too. That way the sound doesn't reflect as much, because the mic is closer. Anyway. So Sir Bruv is doing his thug dizzle, driving these donkey unicorns and ponies crazy, and I just hope he gets all the success that he deserves, that he wants, because he's like I said, he's playing them, and they're fools, and the fact that, I mean, they should realize this, right? Like, I forget who was it. I think it was Dirt. It was like, I don't know about these guys because they've had experience with Xbox flipping and stuff. And so, but I'm looking at Eli, and it feels a little different. It feels a little more genuine. And he's showing clips of him playing with his wife. He's showing clips of him enjoying the Xbox stuff. So I'm like, either this is a real elaborate con, or this is for real. He's enjoying it, and that's what it is to be enjoyed, because it's fun. And I think one of the things, a little bit of a tangent, what he's experiencing with the community and with the online multiplayer centric nature of Xbox doesn't exist on PlayStation. Now, there are games that are online, which is Call of Duty and all that stuff, but that is mainly if you got your boys and stuff, and you're sure. But you can't just jump in as a newbie and make friends on PlayStation. That's not how it generally happens, because the community is different, as illustrated by these idiots that are trying to and are hating on Sir Bruv. And so I'm like, did you see any like Xbox people hate on Tim Dog in the same way? Like, like I said, we were commenting on Tim Dog's crying. Not so much, we understand that you hate Xbox for some reason, but why you keep crying? Why are you still crying? And it's kind of like how, like, the way that he's going about it, he needs to say something negative about Xbox. He needs to say something negative about Xbox. Positive PlayStation, positive, negative Xbox, negative. Sir Bruv, he hasn't said anything negative about PlayStation except when Reforge came up with the, oh, PlayStation has the same thing, is called put your console in rest mode. He's like, nah, son, and he had to set him straight. So it wasn't directly negative on purpose. He was just proving a point that Reforge was trying to say was false. That, quick resume is the same as rest mode, and it's not. And he illustrated it. And that's, if you want to count that as negative, then there's something wrong with you, because he was just proving that Reforge is the rest of that. I mean, maybe because it's just the blind fanboyism, or he's trying to grift in order to placate his audience. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm not gonna do. I will not never do that. I'm not going to ever do that. That way, it's not a double negative and stuff. But because it doesn't make any sense. Like, it would take, like, for me to be like, oh, I'm a lie about PlayStation in order to make Xbox look good or something like that, right? I don't do that, because it takes so much energy to fabricate these narratives. Sure, it's creative writing, but I would rather creative write on something else than just this fallacies of video game culture and stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Not to me, anyway. And so, stuff like that, I'm just like, I have no interest in it. So this channel will not be that. This channel is just kind of commenting on the community and such, and the games, of course. We play the games, and we like blah blah blah. Also, I know I mentioned it yesterday, but I didn't really explain. There's a game called Rogue Flight. It's a little indie game. I think it's like $18 or something like that. $17, $18 on I think it's just on the store. I don't think it's not in Game Pass. And so I saw, like, the trailer. Sometimes I go in the store and I'll look at the games and stuff, like, oh, what's new and stuff. Check them out. Okay, so I didn't realize this. And I'd heard that Microsoft had merged the PC and the console stores or something. They did something, right? And so I'm like, okay, I went on the store on my Xbox, and I saw a bazillion mobile games. Basically, I'm like, that's a mobile. That's a PC. What are all these goofy ass games? And I eventually found Rogue Flight. And so anyway, Rogue Flight is okay. So if y'all remember, you should. Yu Suzuki, legendary game creator back in the day, Sega, arcade. He did Shenmue too, but I mean, she did Shenmue also. But let's not look at that. Let's look at his arcade stuff, which was put him on the map. So he did Space Harrier, he did Afterburner, he did Power Drift, he did all these games, Galaxy Force. He did Afterburner. Afterburner it's probably my favorite game, but default favorite game forever and ever to the end of time is Space Harrier sit down version, because that's the game that I saw that made me fell in love with the video games, also with Sega. I was like, who makes this? Every game I look, where's the Sega logo? The Sega don't make it, get out of my face. Taito was close behind, but Sega was still the master of super scaling. Anyway, Afterburner 2. I think one is American version, one's a Japan. I think Afterburner 1 is Japan, and Afterburner 2 is the American version, which is a little different, but it's pretty much the same game. And so think of Afterburner plus The Last Starfighter. No, Afterburner plus Macross. It's Japanese as Japanese can get, right? It's subbed, excuse me, not dubbed. Oh wait, is it? I think you do both. No, it is both. I think I put the English language on it. And actually, the voice acting is really good, and the story is pretty good too. But it's like so frenetic, and the action. I was like, yo, and the way that the ship moves, right? So you got the screen, right, and the ship is like here, and it's like it's going like this, and it's going like kind of like Afterburner, but the way that the camera kind of moves with it, I was like, yo. And the first stage is like you're in the atmosphere of, I don't know, maybe it's Earth, and you see like the clouds come. I was like, yo, this is what Afterburner should look like, but this is a spaceship kind of with macro. It was so, I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, granted, games like that are fairly repetitive because it's basically a third-person shoot 'em up. Basically, I think in the description they say it's like a bullet hell like kind of sort of, but it's roguelike. The title Rogue Flight, and I didn't realize. I just saw a video, the trailer of it. I was like, oh, that looks cool, and I just bought it. And I started playing. I was like, oh, this is all right. And then, you know, as in roguelikes, you go through, and then you get some points, and you put it on. You upgrade your ship. So I upgraded my ship one time for the I guess the arrow of it, so I guess I can move faster or something. I can't remember. There's dodging. You barrel roll left and right. You gotta spin. It's a spin attack move where your ship spins and it slows down everything, and you line up the reticle, and wherever it lands at the end of your spin, it like destroys the horizontal line or something. It's pretty. I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good, super actiony rogue like type of game. And if you like Afterburner, the old school Afterburner, Sega Afterburner, if you like it, arcade version, not the console versions were pretty rich trash, except for the Saturn version was pretty dope. And I think they had a version on the Dreamcast, but I never played that one. So, but and the emulate, the ROM, the MAME, it's pretty good too. Whew, I fought that sneeze. But anyway. Yeah, check it out. Rogue Flight is definitely a cool game. I got stuck. Okay, so I was playing on regular, and it got hard. At the second stage, it got hard. I was like, okay, you know what? I put the difficulty down. I was like, I can't do this. I kept dying at the boss. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. So I did that because I want to get through the whole. It's a couple of ways to end the game and stuff. So it's pretty dope. But anyway, tangents aside, I appreciate you hanging out with us, man. Like and subscribe. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about everybody attacking Sir Bruv. And I don't know if you guys heard the Gaz show, but let me know what you think about what Trash and Thrash and what Fonzarelli were saying. And check out Rogue Flight. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'll check out the next one too.